Yada yada hai dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuttanam adharmasya tadatma nam sirjamyaham. Whenever there is a decline in righteousness and a rise in unrighteousness, O Arjuna, at that time I manifest myself on earth. These words from the 4th chapter are often seen as a grand promise. But today, let us listen to them more intimately. The decline of righteousness is not just in the world, it happens within us. It is that feeling of being lost, of the ground shifting beneath your feet, when the old ways of being no longer serve you. This adharma is internal confusion, and the manifestation is the dawning of a new understanding, a new you, waiting to be born through the very transition you fear. Have you ever lain awake at night, your mind racing, a new city, a new role, the end of a chapter, the frightening silence of a new beginning? The question echoes, what have I done? What if I fail? This anxiety, this tightening in the chest, it is not a sign that you are broken. It is a sign that you are alive, that you are being called to grow. The fear is not of the change itself, but of the loss of the familiar identity that came with the past. You are not losing your path, dear one. You are being offered a new one. In the sacred space of Kurukshetra, the great warrior Arjuna faced not an external enemy, but the enemy within. Confusion, grief, attachment, and a paralyzing fear of the consequences of his actions. His was the ultimate life transition, a moment that demanded he step into a destiny he did not fully understand. Here is bow. He refused to fight. And what does Lord Krishna do? He does not dismiss his pain. He does not simply say, everything will be okay. He begins a supreme discourse on the nature of reality itself. He reminds Arjuna of his Dharma, not merely his duty as a warrior, but his essential purpose, his unique role in the cosmic play. Krishna's core teaching is this: you have control over your actions alone, never over their fruits. This is not a philosophy of inaction. It is the ultimate philosophy of intelligent action. Your anxiety arises because you are invested in the result. The new job must be perfect. The move must solve all problems. The new relationship must never end. You are trying to command the ocean to be still. You will only exhaust yourself. Krishna advises, do your part with full dedication and skill, and offer the outcome to the divine intelligence that governs the universe. Surrender not your effort, but your anxiety about the result. This is true Vairagya, dispassion. It is the key to moving through change with grace and a steady heart. So how do we practice this in our daily lives? When fear of a transition grips you, come back to this moment. First, become the silent witness. Sit for a few minutes each morning. Close your eyes. Do not try to stop your thoughts. Simply watch them. See the fear, the planning, the replaying of past conversations as clouds passing in the sky of your consciousness. You are the sky, vast and untouched, not the clouds. This is meditation. This is connecting with the Krishna within. Second, engage in purposeful action. When overwhelmed by the bigness of a change, ask, what is the one right thing I can do today? Not for the future, but for now. Perhaps it is to update your resume, not with the anxiety of, will I get a job? But with the focus of, I will craft this document with excellence. Perhaps it is to pack one box, to make one kind phone call. This is Karma Yoga, action as worship. Third, journal your Dharma. Write down not what you think you should do, but what makes you feel most alive, most aligned. What are your core values? Integrity, compassion, creativity. Your Dharma is your anchor. When the winds of change howl, You will not drift. You may move, but you will not be moved from your center. Life is a series of transitions. It is the very law of existence. To resist change is to resist life itself. The next time you stand at your own Kurukshetra, at the crossroads of the known and the unknown, pause. Take a deep breath. Place your hand on your heart and ask, what action, done with excellence and without attachment, can I take right now? Am I acting from a place of fear or from a place of Dharma? You already know the answers. They whisper in the space between your thoughts. Krishna's voice is not in a distant heaven. It is in the quiet courage that arises when you choose to act with love and let go of the need to control the outcome. You are not alone in this dance of change. You are the dance itself.